Talk game. Yeah. It's you and me, baby. Talk game. I can't take it anymore. It's talk games. So one of my pet peeves of the toy world is when the sculpt of the vest is connected to the jacket on suited figures, and you might be thinking, well, Gaines, how many damn figures do you have to deal with that with? When you consider I do collect DC as well, and there's a ton of Joker figures that do that. I'm looking at the Penguin on my shelf. He does that. A bunch of figures, even jackets on certain figures. It really, for one, it makes the figure look cheap. And in this case, it makes him, Jigsaw, look chubby, and he's not. But there's stuff in there. There's articulation in there, and you're really limited to what this guy can do. So the simple fix is, and we'll do some editing, is this. And that is to cut the vest out. I know, not rocket science, I know. But there's articulation there. And then the tie hangs out, so there's some expression. This is now a fun figure that could really, already had a great head sculpt, and he's making that snarl like he's getting into something. But if he's just standing there straight up in a museum pose, however you want to call it, it's not fun. Now he can get executed in style by Mr. Frank Castle. It just makes for a figure that's fun. Now, Tombstone, I wouldn't do it with Tombstone. Maybe. Jeez. Wait a minute. If you have Tombstone and you cut... So if you were to cut this away from the other part of the jacket, you could still get that fold, and you can then do some stuff. There's something going on there. Get a really sharp X-Acto blade. Take your time. If you want, you could draw a line and just cut over that line. I did it with Hammerhead, with the custom of the year, Christopher Walken. You know, one time I had a watch, and it was in your father's ass. I forget that line. Bad impression. But I did it with him as well, and it makes him look thinner, and it makes him ready for action. You know, you could... That video where he was dancing, Fatboy Slim. Was that Fatboy Slim? I don't know. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. What I do know is cutting that vest out, and maybe I might cut that jacket. I might do that. These figures look so much better when they can move around. And that's really it. No reviews this week. Nothing new. I got to slow down. Sometimes you got to take a deep breath and slow down and just appreciate what you have. I'm going to Legion's Con on Saturday, so I'm sure I'm going to load up and have some things to talk about. I will see you tomorrow on the Mega Powers podcast, where we will have Articulated Ninja as our special guest. Let me know if you are going to do this. Am I nuts? Is this a good idea? Take care. Have fun.
Woo! Like, comment, subscribe. Yeah!